Hey, Power, you want me to get a disclaimer?
Who?
Disclaimer. Beavis and Butthead are not role models. They're not even human. They're cartoons. Some of the things they do could cause a person to get hurt, expelled, arrested, possibly deported. Put it in another one. Don't try this at home.
The more you give them power, having a younger age with power, that's what I say.
We'll go around the table. It's pretty much you got to introduce yourself to the people. I'm Power, straight out of Fort Lauderdale, Florida, 954 all day.
Wild Child, aka Mr. 200. Mr. 200. Straight from Connecticut, New Haven, aka Pistol Wave, New Haven.
Beast from Irvington, New Jersey, your local neighborhood superhero.
Red from Philly, live down here in Richmond, Virginia.
Oh, me, the infamous DC, represent Maryland by way of Jamaica.
Hopefully Ice ain't listening right now. Get this mofo. One thing we can kind of get into today is really why we want to do this shit. So for me, I kind of envision something growing. Like when we chopping it up, sometimes I kind of want the world to kind of peep in on what we talking about. We don't want to unveil or open up that curtain too wide that you can see everything, but sometimes we are going to give our opinions on what maybe the outside world see and probably try to break down some stereotypes, and then we're just going to talk about life because probably the youngest person here is this dude right here. So, you know, we got some things we done experienced in life, and not only in life but on the set too.
I think it's good. The good thing that we're doing this because we all got different perspectives from how we were raised, how we came up from, and how we see things. But we always have a good conversation, share some views, some ideas, learn something. Just a good way to fellowship at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Spend time with good people, get some good conversation going.
That part. Especially as the drinks start flowing.
Absolutely.
Probably get a little bit more crazy and loud.
I'm the comedian in the group, so I'm gonna keep y'all in it.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody come see the rest of these jokes. Everybody came to see that.
Nah, but so for me, just doing this is just about kicking with the bros that have a similar vision, right? Mm-hmm. So whether this is part of your Under the Helmet with Power channel or not, you know what I mean? Just supporting you and what you're trying to do, for me, is good enough.
That too, we definitely got to get a female or two in here.
Yeah.
Definitely, you know, use your wife down here. Like
My wife don't ride.
Yeah, right.
I know, but I'm just saying, like she want to be there. Right. Yeah.
Make sure you put that in.
Yeah. I'm looking at some of these notes for the podcast shit. Like I ask people, I say, hey, I'm gonna be talking with my bros. Like, what would you want to hear us talk about? How did we get our names? I thought this one was a good one. Fashion, style. Like, why the hell you dress? Because the person was observing us. It was like, it seemed like all y'all got your own style. So I don't know if that's something to think about.
That's cool though. I like that.
If your bike got a name, why'd you name it that? Going over the road together for the first time. I think that was a good one.
I can't remember that.
I could.
I don't know if I want to get into politics. You can be the politics guy if you want to, but I'm just
Don't
trying
forget
to
about the Eagles won the Super Bowl about 4 months ago.
Yeah, nigga always bring up old shit. Sometimes.
Bringing up old shit. Yeah, man, this shit got to be new. That shit don't even count no more now.
New season, yeah,
New season, man. New season, new me. Beast,
It's good.
what's the biggest waste of money you put into your bike?
The biggest continuous waste of money is music.
Damn.
Continuous waste of music. That's
Waste of money is.
Waste of money.
Continuous waste of money is music because that shit
Why you
never
say that?
stops. Because it never stops.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As soon as you think you got it right, and then one of these motherfuckers pull up next to you and you can't hear your shit, time to go back to the drum board. Now a speaker done went out. Time to go back to the drum board. The amp done went out. Time to go back to the drum board. You know, it's just a continuous, just feed of money going into it.
I know. I got plenty of calls from Rip. Hey man, you got the D&D speaker over there?
Yeah, I'm the person you don't want to ride next to.
I remember I started with some damn Alpine speakers from Best Buy. You know what I'm saying? Thinking like, oh shit, this is good. Then like you say, somebody else pull up next to it.
Shit, just turn it off. So Beats, how long you been in the Harley game? So you talking about speakers and upgrades. How long you been in the Harley game?
5 years.
5 years with a hog.
With hard. 2020.
Damn, how long you been in all
Who made you switch over to a
Man, this ugly motherfucker came to me and said, bro, we about to do
Explain,
something.
break down the story. Like,
You got.
I think everybody got that story too, of how they came into the Harley shit.
I used to ride with another club and I was on a sport bike at the time. And one of my ugly bro came up to me and said, hey man, about to do something. Hey, real ugly, real dark, ugly, got a beard, wear glasses. You know what I'm saying? He came up to me, he was like, hey bro, we're about to do something and I want you with me to do this. And we talked about it a little bit more. He said, one thing you gotta get Harley though. But it took me a couple of months to find the bike that I ended up buying. And then the rest was history after that. I took my first ride on it. Actually, first Harley I rode was your yellow. Mm-hmm. That was the first time I ever rode a Harley. He had that yellow 88cc something, I don't know. His key wasn't even there. I still got the bike started.
Yeah. What about you, Rip? What first got you in? Like, what were you riding first, and then you had that? This gonna get me into the game, right here.
Yeah, so at the time I was on a Busa.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was on a Busa. I had two of my first Busa. I wrecked it. I had it a week.
Man.
Bike was love that Busa, man.
That sounds like a story right there.
Yeah, that's enough for another day. Then I got my second Busa and I was riding it, and I just kind of got bored with it, man. You know, we had another mutual good friend of ours. He had a Harley, and he used to always talk to me, "Hey, man, switch over, get a Harley." My man Nasty, shout out to Nasty. And
what up, Nasty?
Yeah, so I started riding his bike a little bit. I was like, yeah, it's time. My first Harley was a 05. It's a yellow one, like Big Bird. Riding that thing, man. But took that thing, started riding with Mark Hinton, Lynn. Went down to, I think we went to Daytona.
Were they all on Harleys too?
It was on Harleys, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yup. And we get off the highway, jokers be gone. I think they had like 107s, 103s. They gone on shooting on the highway. Me, I'm getting it, running along, trying to get away, like I'm doing folks down. And I was like, man, I gotta step up a little bit. So that's why I had to get me a brand new Harley. I think it was 2018.
You snuck it in, man.
Yeah, he snuck that in thing. Like, I'm just barely getting it like I am now.
Yeah, I'm barely making it by me. But yeah, man, I just love the Harley game, man.
Yeah,
it's been fun. I met a lot of people.
It's an addiction.
So how long you been on a Harley?
Since 17.
17?
Yeah, so about 7-8 years. Yeah. So I know you two, y'all been riding together for a long time.
Well, I brought this young man in. I raised him.
This guy got jealous. So I would say I switched over on a Harley in 2015. The same year Power switched to a Harley. So Power did switch to a Harley first. He came down. I was living in North Carolina in Fayetteville at the time. He came down on the street glide.
Crazy thing is, I put it on the back of the truck and came down there.
Trailer.
I damn sure did.
Yeah,
the
put it
first
on the back
time.
of the truck.
I remember.
You were stationed here at Fort Lee at the time? You went down there?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I was stationed here. Put it on the back of the truck. Drove down to him. Because I remember I was watching a video, a couple of when the memories come up on your Facebook. I was like, damn, I put my bike in the back of a truck, and I could have rolled down.
2 hours.
Just the thinking then though. But yeah, okay, go ahead. Man, that's crazy.
But yeah, it came down and we were. I think that's the weekend we rode to Bike Week.
Yeah, it is.
So we rode to Bike Week that weekend. I was on a ZX10R, mind you. So him and my boy Cam, Boss, Red Reed. Yeah, so they rode.
Shout out to Boss.
Shout out to Boss. You know what I mean? They was on the Hogs and I'm on the ZX10R. And we're going on that highway, man. And every time they pull up next to me, give me the thumbs up. You good? Yeah, I'm good, man. Keep going. You know what I mean? Like they riding comfortable, kicking back. And we got down to Daytona. Not Daytona, Myrtle. We got down to Myrtle. I was like, man, I'm done, man.
Yeah.
My butt was hurting so just from that ride. I was like, yeah, I'm done. It's like,
and that's only like 3 hours, 2 hours, 2.5 hours from.
Yeah, it's about 2-3 hours. Yeah, from Fayetteville, man.
That's crazy,
bro. And I was like, I'm done. I came back and I immediately washed the bike and put it on a Cycle Trader for sale. And then I went and got a Street Glide. That was Sweet Red. 2015 Street Glide, bro. Yeah, 10 years now. 10 years strong, man, on a hog. Every this month.
Damn, that's what's up.
Yeah.
And I got a video leaving a meeting, and I'm on my 14, and I'm thinking I'm just chilling doing it. Goddamn Keith come up on my side. The video show he pulled on my side, feet kicked up, leaned back, music blasting. I'm like,
that's how it was.
Bullshit.
That's how it was on that ride when I guess like COVID was hitting pretty good.
Yeah,
you was still on that ZX14.
I'm still on 14.
And I made that video of us riding. Everybody was on hogs except for you.
It was hard getting Beast to convert over, man.
And then he swore he wasn't gonna sell that.
Yeah,
They held on that bitch for dear life.
That's what he was telling me from Jump Street.
She got mad at me. That's the only reason I sold her.
That's my baby.
She got mad at me. That day I went to go ride her, and I started her up, and I looked down on the ground, and she was pissing coolant. Oh, you mad at me?
Yeah.
I got to sell you because you mad now.
That's one of the important things about starting a club, man. A lot of people just kind of like jump into it and start a club. Like with our club, our chapter, it's kind of unique because it was different relationships already kind of built before we all kind of came together. Then we had some time to come together. So that time to come together, we built a lot of memories, taking little short rides here and there, kind of getting to know each other. So our transition as a chapter, is always it's always a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Take that time to kind of get to know each other before you just pop out as an actual club.
Absolutely.
We got a lot of memories, man. Individually, memories of. So,
like you mentioned earlier, you guys go way back because you guys have been knowing each other for so long, and and that's how I got introduced to it. You guys little by little started pulling people in that you thought that was the right fit for what you're trying to build.
Right.
Beast talked to, and I believe you talked to Keith as well. Shout out to my boy Keith that pulled me in and said, "Hey man, we're trying to do something here, right here in Richmond. So what you trying to do?"
You just build relationships off of relationships.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That shit is truly like monumental. Like first time him and I rode together, me and Wild Child, man. We went down to 757.
What was Wild Child on?
Man, he's on fucked up Suzuki.
Listen,
nigga, that shit
I was on Suzuki Boulevard.
Damn.
Them motherfuckers blew my motor up on the side of
nigga. Hey, we got off that highway. You know how you get off the highway?
Getting off.
Yeah. Take off, bro. Me and Lynn took off, gone, and got jumped in the third lane. And me and Lynn looking like, what the fuck, Mark?
Make it off the exit ramp.
He didn't even make it off the exit ramp.
Are you serious?
Bro, we loaded that bike up. I would never forget. The double doink. The Eagles was playing Chicago in the playoff game, first round. I was like, man, I'm gonna make it home in time for the game, bro. I got home and I walked in the garage. I immediately ran in the living room, and dude was kicking a field goal, and the ball said, doink, doink. I'll never forget that shit. The double doink, man. Yeah. All because of him, man. But he has a black on black Suzuki Boulevard.
That motherfucker too.
Yeah.
Motherfucker was loud. Like, you can hear him from 95 right now.
What you had before that, though? Was that
I had a Gixxer 750.
Okay.
Got pulled over and locked up on that.
Damn.
Then I got the Boulevard. I got slowed down. Blew the motor on that one. Then I had another Boulevard.
And that's a powerful motor too, man.
Yeah. I had another Boulevard. And then I fucked around and got a sponsor. I got a 2019 roadblock.
Yeah, man, I'm talking about
2019.
Yeah, I remember
black
that.
on black.
Yeah, I remember that
All
joint.
black.
I remember that one.
Yeah.
What first brought me into the Harley game, I was on I started on the 750 Suzuki. It was always talking about riding while we was deployed. You know what I'm saying? So like pressure was just building. Shit, I got to get my license too, man. I got to learn how to ride. Well, just hearing the stories about riding and like the joy that you get from riding. So I'm like, man, that seemed pretty tough. I had no interest in getting no motorcycle or none of that shit. But just hearing them talk about it, and I was like, I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Got back from the deployment, signed up for the course, got my license. Bought a damn 750 off Craigslist. I forgot what year it was, but it was clean though.
Yeah, it was
clean. The big body 750.
White
You know what I'm
joint.
saying? Yeah, white, blue. Shit had orange rims on it. So that probably started my shit with color, like versus just getting a
Customization,
black bike. Like that probably started my shit off. Rode that for a little while. I ain't crashing, but in the turn, I fucking fell off that bitch. You know, crazy to do was like, hey, y'all take it easy going through these turns up here because it's like moss and shit on the road. So going through a turn, I'm looking right at the moss, like I'm just going right towards that shit. Then shit, I don't know, probably was on that bitch for about 6 months. Then went and got a ZX10R. I ain't even had my license for it. Got me a ZX10. Right off the bat.
Steps it up.
That's why I tell people, like, you know, sometimes they like, oh, what's your first bike? Like, oh, you got to get a sports store, you got to get this. I'm like, it just depends on you as a person. That's the main thing. I was like, for me, I ain't even had my license a year. I'm already on 1,000 cc joint.
You outrode real quick because, I mean, even if you're on a booster, you control the power of the bike. You know what I mean? No matter how powerful the vehicle is.
And one day, Harley had the damn truck out there, the demo truck. So I was like, man, let me erase any doubt that I don't want a Harley. I'm gonna just test ride one of these joints so that way I know, like, I hate this shit. This is an old man bike. I jumped my ass on that street glide, dude. You know, they take you around to the prison, like this little, the lap and stuff. I did not want to get off that shit. I was hooked then. I was like, bro, I can ride. I can go all day on this joint.
Get right.
Yeah.
I heard on every touring bike there he is.
Oh, shit,
Yeah. So you've been on it.
But now that pendulum done swung, man. It's all about the road glide, bro.
Yeah, that's all it is, man.
It is.
So what about you, Watch? You say what you were riding, but when did you switch to a hog? What year was that? How long you been on the hog?
About 19.
About 5, 6
On a
years.
Harley, 19.
Yeah.
On a Cruiser, 2018.
Okay.
With the boulevard and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first year we rode down was 19, I believe.
Yeah.
That's the
Going
year.
down to Daytona.
Daytona. I was talking to. We was at a bar.
Nigga, let me get a Harley in September. Nigga said, let's go to Daytona in March. Man, no heated gear.
That joker rode down to Daytona. I was like, yeah, I'll throw a pair of sweatpants on under my jeans. And I'm like,
Hey, I'm from Connecticut. I'm like, shit, I know how to dress for the cold.
You got sweat, so you got
I can't feel my knees. So we got to turn back around.
we got to the gas station, man. Nigga, he just like, oh boy, he took his glove off. He's like, yo, man, I'm so cold. I was like, man, we gotta get you. This is before I had heated gear too. I was just layered up because I
was laying up too, but you had some other shit.
Lynn had this shit all plugged in.
Yeah, Lynn was going walking around looking like iRobot and shit. You like, look at Lynn with this fucking wire.
We used to laugh at it.
Y'all laughing at
Bro, he got off that bike one day, man. That nigga had like wires. I'm like, what? I was like, it's like the rain. Like, you don't get electrocuted. Like, that shit happened, boy. Bro, so we get to Daytona. We finally made it there. This time, it's like the 80s, 90s. He off the chain, bro. We down there. I'm talking to my old club, No One Stunners. Shout out to the Stunners. We sitting there talking, and my back was towards the street. So we stayed in the same hotel, everything like that. So we broke off for a minute so I can go kick it with them. So I'm talking to them. They're like, man, look at this idiot riding down here with no shirt on. I turn around. Wild child, like, yeah. It wasn't even like he was like, hey. You rolled by like, hey. I bust out laughing, man. I was like, yo, that's my man. Like, $100,000, bro. And I think after that trip, man, it was funny because we was talking to some of the kings down there, and it was like, man, yeah, y'all can do this, y'all can do this. So I came back that year, and it was like, all right, thought about prospecting with them. Then I thought about prospecting for another club. Then we went back down in 2020. Then we kicked it again.
Is it still in Daytona?
Daytona.
Okay.
Daytona every year. Yeah. So went back down again in 2020 with them, and it was like, man, came back. I remember, I don't know if we was on our way back or if we were already back or if we were still down there. I said, watch, I think Kings of the South is where it is. I was like, I think that's what we should do. He was like, fuck it, let's go. Watch out, fuck it, let's do it. I didn't think he was gonna want to join the club or nothing because we never really talked about it. So it was like, all right, bet, Kings of the South. It's like, who can we get? It was funny. We was down there with Big L, and Big L, we always talked, and he was like, yeah, when the hell I joined another motorcycle club?
Yeah,
that's what he used to tell me, right? So I didn't think about asking him. Then a couple weeks later, he's like, man, why the fuck you ain't ask me? Like, damn, my bad, man. You said you didn't want to be in the club. So then it was 3 of us. I was like, all right, so
you need 5.
So it was like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, let me holler at Beast. See, he was still a stunner at the time. So it was like, yo, hey Beast, what you think about this, man? He's like, man, I don't know. He didn't want to get off that ZX14. Bro.
He's like, I want me to ride. What?
Bro, he was stubborn as hell. He was stubborn, man. But
he did love that motorcycle.
Yeah, he loved that motorcycle, man. That's one thing. Yeah, that's one thing I just do, man. Yeah, but I couldn't do nothing, without him. You know what I'm saying? Beast, that's my right hand man. Like when I was a stunner, he was my SAA for 4 or 5 years before then. Yeah, he held me down. So it was like, yo, this is what we doing. I knew I was gonna get it, but I knew it was gonna take some time. So he was like, all right, finally got him on board. So he was like, all right, man, I think let me talk to Keith. I was like, Keith? I was like, hell yeah, get Keith. What's up with Keith, man? He was like, all right, I'm gonna hit him up. So he talked to Keith. Keith was kind of like the same way like Beast, like more or less, Keith's got a lot of, he's loyal. He's a loyal dude. He ain't really want to leave.
Was Keith still on the boots of that?
No, he's on the song already. So on
the Murder Beat shit. Yeah.
So Keith was like, man, I don't know. He was still kind of like on the fence. He still had a lot of good friends and stuff over there, which we all did, but he felt very loyal to the club, which you can only respect that. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, all right, let me. So Keith finally got on board. Keith was like, well, shit, I got two other guys. I got Dane. Let me talk to him. Dane was kind of like on the fence. I think at this point we up to like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
So we just still building numbers. So Dane was like, all right, I got my man Power, but Power about to leave. Yeah. I was like, damn, that's when you went. I think you went to Hawaii. You bounced and shit.
But you were always coming up.
Yeah.
At that same time, you know what I mean?
I remember you put the lights on my bike.
Yeah.
Help Dane put that Yeah, right. So he got Dame on board. Dame was kind of like, still, I don't know them niggas. So Keith was like, man, I think I got him. I don't know. It's getting close. He kind of like on the fence. And Dame was like, man, I don't know them niggas. Yeah, we got to get to know each other. So Dane was another dude. It's like, man, I don't know if he really want to join the club. But once we met him, it was all love and shit. So I think he was on board.
That's when we had that. We had our little joint in your driveway.
Yeah. So we all became close. It was 7 at the time. Then Lynn was like, man, D Words, he ride too.
Yeah.
I said, that nigga too pretty to ride. he ain't gonna ride. The only place he gonna ride to is North Carolina, man. He ain't gonna ride anywhere. So Words, talked to Words. Words was like, all right, fuck it. He was an easy, grab and pull. It was like, bet. Words got on board. Then Dane was like, man, I got my man B. He live down the street. He a warrant officer too. You know what I'm saying? He was like, nigga, it's between a motorcycle or a boat. Motorcycle or a boat. We should get this shit put on a t-shirt. Motorcycle or a boat. Dynamic is in there. Dynamic is somewhere between like 5, like
he
6 or 7.
Him and Words around the same time.
Yeah, like he like 7, Words like 8, and
because he still had to be up there.
B is 9. Yeah. That shit was crazy, man. So we talked to him into getting the damn Harley, man. So then it was 9 of us, man. First 9, we got the
First
picture
9,
on the wall. We all still here, you know what I'm saying? We then built off of the chapter. And
5 years strong.
And then created a brotherhood. Hell yeah. So the first 9, man, we've been around for going on 5 years. Not too many chapters could say they still got their original members after 5 years.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So
salute to that.
I want to give a shout out to Rosario Cigars up there in New York. This marijuana right here, it's pretty good smoke. Hand rolled cigars. Yeah, if you're in the New York area, you just hit them up. Rosario Cigars, man.
they got a spot in Staten Island and a spot in Bronx.
Bronx, yeah.
Bronx, yeah.
That's crazy because I was actually going to say, what are you smoking and what are you smoking?
I don't even know what I'm smoking. I picked this up from Carytown Tobacco. It ain't had no label on it.
Yeah.
But it is good.
Yeah.
It was in the box. Like
Mama Wanna right here. That's pretty good.
Yeah. I don't even know what it is, but it is good.
It's what? The end. These nuts. Yeah, we still saying that shit. 15 years old.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so if y'all listen to this and you want some advice, you're going to get into this Harley game. Engine, suspension, then
No. Let's go. Let's digress a little bit, bro.
How would you describe your riding style and what's your setup on your bike as far as how you ride?
Yeah, so my riding style, man, I'm kind of aggressively chilled because I like to cruise.
Yes.
I like to go fast. You know what I'm saying?
It's still chill.
It's still chill, you know what I'm saying?
about that? Aggressively chill.
Aggressively chill.
Aggressively chill.
I like that. I like that. I like
That's a
that.
new shirt.
Yeah.
For real. Aggressively chill.
What'd you say your riding style is, Dub C?
Unorthodox.
Unorthodox.
That makes sense. They do call them wild child, so.
Wild side.
I mean, it just kind of depends on what everybody else is doing.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I adapt to whatever we got going on.
That's it.
That's one thing about him. He does. Yeah, he definitely adapts.
Yeah.
And when it's time to pull up somewhere or take off,
Give him some room.
put him in front.
Yeah.
Just adjust to the ride, man. Shit.
That's it.
Just ride your bike.
That's hard for me to sometimes adjust to the ride because I like going fast. So when we start going slow, I start getting annoyed. Like, what the fuck?
We can tell.
People pull up.
You can tell. You can tell. You can tell.
Sometimes
Or when he
I
throw that arm back like this on that.
He's like smart ass. He's like, why we going so slow?
Yeah.
But he knows my size, but he still doesn't pick up on it. You know what I mean? He's like, fuck him.
fuck that motherfucker. I'll slow down even more then.
I think like amongst us, amongst the first 9, pretty much, and a couple other guys, man. I always say +9, +2 because you and Rev, you know, y'all kind of been around a little bit. Y'all always here, but yeah, everybody pretty much good with riding with each other. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's for y'all that's not like in the motorcycle world and maybe y'all seen people riding down the street or on movies or whatever the case may be, but when you see a couple bros riding side by side, like that's a lot of trust, dude. Like,
That's a lot of trust.
that's a whole bunch of trust.